roughly 200 polo clubs in the world where you can play the sport of kings. There is only one place on earth where Emaar is building you a home on top of one. So picture this, guys. You wake up, the sun is coming over the horizon, and outside your window aren't villas stacked on villas. It's 3 full-size polo fields, riding arenas, stables, and open countryside green stretching to the skyline. In a city that sells you density dressed up as luxury, Emaar just did the opposite. They took 60 million square feet of land and built an entire equestrian estate around it. For the people who live in it and buy in it early, they're gonna have and enjoy this equestrian community. This is a community that just launched last year in April. It's brand new, meaning you will still get the entry price. And by the end of this video, I'll show you exactly why that early window matters more than almost any other number. And the one thing that most buyers completely miss about it. So this video is about the Grand Polo Club and Resort by Emaar. Stay with me till the end. That's where the real opportunity is. I'm Dr. Chatha, founder and managing director of Kirpa Properties in Dubai. We don't sell hype, I sell math. So everything I say is grounded in what's actually launching and transacting, not a developer's mood board or brochure. So let's get into it. Let me show you the master plan of this amazing community inside the sales center. So let's go. I'm here standing in front of the master plan model of Grand Polo, which is the community that we're going to be discussing today. But before I get into the master plan and show you which communities have been launched so far and the location and the other stuff we're going to be going through, I want to start and tell you who is behind this master plan community, because it tells you almost everything about the risk, right? Grand Polo is an Emaar project. This is the developer behind the Burj Khalifa, downtown Dubai, Dubai Hills Estate, Arabian Ranches. When people picture Dubai, they're picturing Emaar's work. In April 2025, Emaar launched Grand Polo Club and Resort as one half of a roughly 96 billion dirham double launch alongside the Heights Country Club. Grand Polo's GDV is about 41 billion dirhams. So again, this concept is genuinely rare. So Emaar's chairman, Mohammed Al-Abar, said it plainly. Emaar is not just contributing to Dubai's progress, they're creating exclusive lifestyle experiences and destinations with the amenities that set the global standard. So Grand Polo is built around polo and equestrian heritage, not as a logo, but the literal center of the master plan. And here's why that matters as an investment. A theme like this cannot be copied next door. Almost nobody in the market can build villas around 3 regulation polo fields and a full equestrian facility. That uniqueness is the moat that protects this investment. So this is the neighborhood, and you have other master plan communities next to this, the Oasis and the Heights Country Club nearby. And when a developer clusters its flagship communities together, it's signaling long-term growth. And the thought behind this master plan community is very clear. So let's talk a little bit about the location, because that's really, really important. Where is Grand Polo located? Grand Polo is actually located in Dubai Investment Park number 2, right at the intersection of E77 Expo Road and Emirates Road E611. That is on the crossroads of 2 major highways of Dubai. Now, Grand Polo is also minutes away from the new international airport that's coming up, Al Maktoum International Airport, and everything else is within a 30 to 35-minute drive. Of course, Al Maktoum is supposed to be the largest airport in the world, and from there, you're well connected to the rest of the city. You have Dubai South, you have Emaar South right next door, and a run up to Dubai Marina and downtown via the highway network will take you less than 35 minutes. Now, let me explain why the airport being nearby is the whole investment thesis in one fact. Dubai's center of gravity now is moving south. The new airport logistics corridor around Dubai South and Expo City, billions are being poured into this part of the project. That means jobs, and jobs means people. So people who want housing demand, and housing demand in this kind of luxury community, this is the only one there. Location-wise, you're not buying on the edge of the city. You're buying in the corridor the entire city is being pulled towards. And this is early. So one honest thing that I like to look at in investments, especially in Dubai, you look at the infrastructure, look at the schools, where are the malls, and if you buy in a place where everything is maturing, then you can make more money in the future. So that's exactly the trade the buyer here is making. They're getting space, privacy, lifestyle in return for being early in the growth story of this kind of community. So They haven't launched many phases of the master plan yet, so we have a long way to go. So there is some time for somebody to come in right now. So Grand Polo, again, this is the master plan. It spans 60 million square feet, and across all of it, Emaar is building only 6,000 residences with 22 distinct villa and townhouse communities. So 6,600 homes for 60 million square feet. That's not a very high density living. So this is low density living by design. You have wide plots, you have generous spaces, room to breathe, which is very rare in other developments around Dubai. And here's the number that makes this community very special. The master plan dedicates over 1.59 million square feet to open space and 340,000 square meters that's going to be given to the polo fields and the stables in the center of the community. So these 3 polo fields, 3 jumping arenas, multiple paddocks, an exercise track, horse stables, viewing decks, a social lounge. This is the real infrastructure that's needed to build a private country club, and this is what they have. So at the heart of it sits a 5,600 square meter Arabian-inspired clubhouse which overlooks the greens, and this is going to be the centerpiece of the entire community. Emaar calls this green spine that runs throughout the community the green core. So this is land that can never be built on, and it protects your view, your light, and ultimately your house's value. So let me walk you through the actual neighborhoods you can buy into even today. First, let's talk about the launched clusters. So Grand Polo released a lot of clusters so far. They've done 13 and they're already in the master plan, as you can see. Every one of these phases have their own character and entry point. So let's talk about the most accessible. These were called Equestra, Equiterra, and Equiterra 2. And these were your most accessible way into the community. These are 3 and 4 bedroom townhouses and villaplexes with built-up areas around 2,170 to 2,500 square feet, starting from 3.5 million dirhams to 4.5 million dirhams. So each cluster is limited. Equiterra has around 550 homes, Equiterra 2, 384, and Equiterra about 334 townhouses. And next we have Selvara, the core 4-bedroom villas. Selvara is the heart of the villa offering. You have 4-bedroom luxury villas released across multiple phases, Selvara 1 through 4. Starting prices have been around 6.2 million dirhams, with Selvara 1 alone carrying close to 483 villas, and later phases like Selvara 3 and 4 adding a few hundred more. These phases gave you contemporary architecture, multiple terraces, and very nice views of the community. So next is Montura. Montura were refined villas on the green corridor, and they were a collection of 4 and 5 bedroom villas along this green spine that I spoke about, with spacious plots and starting around 7.8 million dirhams. The design language here was more privacy, high ceilings, floor-to-ceiling glass, and material palettes, with handover slated to be around 2029. Then you had Chevalier Estates, Chevalier Estate 2, and Chevalier Fields, the prestiged here. And the Chevalier collection are the ones positioned closest to the main polo field, the clubhouse, the stables, and the riding arenas. This is full equestrian estate living, so the homes that literally open onto the heart of the community. And at the very top, the 5-bedroom equestrian villas, which reach around 8,600 square foot in size, priced from about 20 million dirhams. So these are the genuine trophy real estate villas that you would want to buy. So let's summarize all of these clusters we just spoke about. So you had Equestra, Equiterra townhouses. These were 3 and 4 beds, starting from 3.5 million. The most accessible limited units per cluster. Then you had Selvara 1 to 4. These were 4-bedroom villas, starting from 6.2 million. These are your core villa accessible also because 6.2. And then you had Montura villas, 4 and 5 beds, starting from 7.8 million. Again, closer to the green corridor. Then you had Chevalier Estate and Fields. These were 4 and 5 bedrooms, premium villas closest to the polo fields and clubhouse. Then you had equestrian villas, which started from 5 bedrooms and for 20 million dirhams, 8,600 square foot in size. So these are all indicative figures. If you want more information about the prices, please do reach out on our email given below so our team can take care of you. Now let's talk a little bit about the interiors and what you can expect these homes to look like. So the design language across all of Grand Polo is contemporary with an equestrian countryside soul. So you have clean, modern lines, which is normal for contemporary architecture, and you have natural materials that echo the land. So you have high ceilings, floor-to-ceiling windows, and a deliberate flow between indoor and outdoor. Emaar wanted to make sure that they kept the houses open, airy, and connected to the landscape. Now let's talk about the amenities that Grand Polo offers you in their community. First of all, you have the equestrian core, which is in the center of the community. You have the 3 polo fields, the 3 jumping arenas, multiple paddocks, an exercise track, stables, viewing decks, and a social lounge, over 340,000 square meters of it. Then you have this 5,600 square meter Arabian-inspired clubhouse at the heart of the community with fine dining and lounges. You also have wellness amenities like gyms, swimming pools, children pools, yoga and meditation spaces, and more. Then you have the sport and play. You have paddle courts, you have basketball, football pitches, a multi-purpose sports area, a pump track, and a miniature golf course as well. And we cannot forget the green living, the linear parks, the countryside meadows, a forest walk, the galloping fountain, floral gardens, a network of walking and cycling trails. These are really core to the community as well. Then you have children's playgrounds, a dog park, amphitheater, picnic and barbecue areas scattered across the community. Then you have 24/7 security. You have gated access to each and every community and a dedicated community management team that takes care of all of your needs. Put simply, you're not just buying a villa with a gym, you're buying access to a private equestrian country club that happens to have your home inside of it. So that's what keeps end user demand strong, and strong end user demand is what protects your assets value over time. So in the beginning of the video, I promised you I would give you some math, right? So let's talk about 5 reasons first why Grand Polo could be a great community to invest in, and the timing point that ties all of this together. So number 1 is, of course, the developer. Emaar and their master communities have a long track record of appreciating as they mature. You have Arabian Ranches, Dubai Hills, Emirates Living, early buyers who invested in these communities, they won in the end. So you're buying into the most proven name in Dubai real estate. So you're not betting on an unknown developer. Number 2, a theme that can be copied. So you have the equestrian polo concept. This is your moat, which protects your asset. So if a competing developer can build villas next door, but they can't build the amenities that this community provides. 3 polo fields, the full equestrian facility next door. This uniqueness is what protects your pricing in a way other communities never can. Number 3, you have a low density and scarcity. You only have 6,600 homes across 60 million square feet and around 1.5 million square meters that is open space. So limited supply in a high demand luxury segment is the setup that you need for capital growth. Number 4, the location. Minutes from the biggest airport in the world. What else do you need? The Dubai is forecast to grow hardest in the south side of Dubai, and you're early already if you're buying into this community because you're in that corridor. Number 5, the terms of the purchase. This is freehold, and the payment plan is usually 80-20 with 10% down. You're not financing the entire amount during construction, and because units clear the 2 million threshold, you obviously get a golden visa. This is a residency for you and your family. You can sponsor your family as well. And now the timing point, the thing I told you to wait for. So Grand Polo launched in April 2025. It is in market terms brand new, and it's being released in phases that run all the way to 2030, with the first handovers happening around 2029. So here's what that means for you. The price you buy it today in an early cluster is not the price the next cluster launches at. And it's certainly not the price a finished, fully operational polo resort commands once the stables are running, the clubhouse is open, and the first residents have moved in. So every cluster that sells out resets the floor higher for the next one. And the investors who win in these kind of communities, they're almost never the ones who wait for it to look finished. They're the ones who move while it's still being built. So that early phase window is open right now. It does not stay open. So what can you actually buy today in Grand Polo? Well, it's hard to buy anything from the developer because every phase that they have launched has sold out. So we have to wait until the next phase is launched. And that time is not going to be too far away. So right now is the right time to get in touch with our team so that they can guide you towards the next purchase that you can possibly make in the Grand Polo community. I'm sure Emaar is now looking at which townhouse community they can launch within the master plan. So now is the right time to get informed and be up to date and be put on the waiting list so you get that message first when something like this comes through. So message us, email us, reach out to us on social media, email us on the given email below this video. Make sure that you mention that you're interested in the Grand Polo community. I'm Dr. Chatha. I'm the managing director here at Kirpa Properties. I'll put the real numbers in front of you and you decide. So drop a comment below or DM me the word polo and I'll get you the current availability of this community if there is anything. Stay tuned for the next video. We're going to be doing many videos like this, and we'll walk you through all the luxury properties that are available in Dubai, especially in Emaar communities. Of course, subscribe to this channel because I'm going to be releasing videos like this every single week. You'll be seeing 2 a week for the next 50 weeks, 100 videos this year. I promise you that.